Good morning and welcome to your video tour of the Shire, brought to you by me, right? Who better to bring you a video tour of the Shire? There, we're right up then. Or do you prefer me like that, right? All right, I'm going to swing back, close your eyes, it's going to be a bit squeezy. Here we go, and all right, there's the main gate. Pretty much as you remember it, unchanged. And I'll pan around. There we go. Down that way are the paths to the globe and the glass blower. And there's a hard right that takes you over to the pub, which I don't know if was here the last time you were or not. There's the gazebo down Halfpenny Hill. Alright, you can see that is unchanged. And coming up next to that is the Infomistress booth and the attached shops, which are unchanged. That's the view down Halfpenny Hill, which I'll zoom in on. Here we go. You can see a lot of those shops are stone rather than timber, as they used to be. That's all new. We'll go that way later. Right, I'm going to turn this off for a moment and head over towards the Gaming Glen. Continuing on, that used to be the Bishop's Orchard, where you used to be able to get smoothies and such. It is now a first aid station. They went out of business last year. But next to them is still the funnel cake booth, which has always been there and probably always will. It's very popular. And we'll move over this way. This is the way to the Gaming Glen, right that way there, which I'll be going to momentarily. And panning over, this is the new picnic area that's up near the main gate, as you can see. And off in the distance is Jacob's Garden, which used to be a memorial garden, and it still is, but now there's a little stage there for musical acts. We'll see that later. And all down that way, yonder, beyond those people, is the old picnic grove, which part of it is and part of it ain't. I'm going to shut off now and head over to the Gaming Glen. Alright, there we have the Gaming Glen. I'll zoom in a little tighter on that. You can see the entrance to that is largely unchanged. That's still there. In front of that is a Nipperkin watching area where you can put your kids inside a fence so they don't wander off like sheep. Alright, I'll shut this down and move into the gaming area. Okay, this is the front end of the gaming area. That's the archery area. Right? And I'm going to move down. Hold on to your eyeballs. I'm going to walk and try and keep this steady. There we go. There is the test of strength, where you pick up the big mallet. You try to hit the little thing to make the thing go up and ring the bell and show whether or not you are truly a man. And in the foreground there, that's the Jacob's Ladder right there, which is not open for business yet. We still got about 45 minutes or so till we open, so a lot of things are still under wraps. That's the whole gaming area down there. The knife throw, the axe throw, all that business is all down there. As you can see, that area is largely unchanged. Here's a little bit closer shot of the game area: knife throw, axe throw, slingshot, and star throw. There we go. And over this way, back there, that says musket on there, but I don't hear muskets going off during the day. I really don't think there's anything in there right now. They might be trying to get a permit for musket shooting in there. I don't know. And then back over this way, the fence you see in front of me right there in the foreground, that's for the quintain, where you get on that little wooden horse and slide down that guideline. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yonder there is the horse, and you carry a lance and you try and poke it through a little ring. So, and that's the booth up there that you swing down from. Let me get a little closer. There we go. There's the starting point. There's the horse you sit on. And there's the guideline. You can see it a little bit. But this area down here, like I said, is largely unchanged. The gaming glen is still the gaming glen. Alright, I'm trying to keep this as steady as possible and smooth so that no one gets dizzy and falls out of their chairs. Good idea might be for you to hook this up to your laptop and watch it on the laptop. No, you will be watching. I mean, hook it up to your TV if you have an HDMI cable or a USB port on your TV. Oh, I'm going to move now. There's the stage I was telling you about at the top end of the old big picnic grove. It's Jacob's Garden, Jacob's Stage. Let me back up from it. There we go. And those are the shops I showed you earlier. And over there that way is the main gate, you can see. And I want to turn around a little quickly here so I don't have to take forever to do this. So hang on, here I go. There's the back of the shops on Haypenny Hill. And now panning down to the lower end of the picnic area. And you see all those tents down there. I'll go in close. That's the military campground for the Irish Guardsmen. Those chaps are all getting ready for the day. They're camped out through the year and they do military demonstrations from the period. And they're in all the processions leading the Queen around and everything. She still has her yeomen. These are like the military guard. There's about 8 of them. They're pretty good. Alright, I'm going to shut down and move to another area. This is new this year after an absence of many years. A small petting zoo. It's just goats. Let me back out of there. That's on the road leading down to where the mud pit is. The mud pit is off there in the distance. You can see the sign there for it. There it is. And the mud pit's in the distance. You can see the seats for it. That's still where it always was. Back out. Coming around. This is the road I'm on, leads down to Jill and Josh's shop. There's the Crow's Nest, you remember that? That's the ride where a bunch of people get on it, and then the people that run it twist the ropes around and around and around and around and around till the Crow's Nest is way up at the top. Then they let go and it spins and spins and spins and spins and works its way down, and then everybody gets off and pukes. Alright, I'm going to shut off now and walk and go to another location. Alright, what you're looking at now is called the Harlequin stage. That used to be where the trial and dunk stage was. But as you can see now, it is a stage for all these circus type acts. Tribal circuses in there. They have, you can see they have the tightrope, and there's trapeze, and they do juggling and all kinds of contorting type things. But the trial and dunk is no longer there. That has been moved. We'll get up there later. And back out. There we go. And over there, that building over there is where the archery used to be. It is now a tea shop. And off there in the distance at the bottom of the road, you can see the Leather Boy shop, where my room is. Josh and Joel and Ray and Eric kindly let me spend the nights there when I'm here. And that's the Up Your Kilt shop there that Douglas and Faye and Tina run. Very nice people. At 3 o'clock every day, they have pretentious cheese hour. They put out a big plate of different cheeses and breads and fruits, and everyone in the world descends on their shop between like 3 and 4 to pick at it. And here's the lower end view back up at the Irish Guardsman campground. Look, it's Josh. Say good morning to your Georgia in-laws.
Good morning.
That's the inside of the shop. We'll back up. That's as far back as go. Inside there is Eric. He's actually working.
And all the other shops like
He just flipped you the bird. And my room is right up there. That front corner room right there. That's my room. And over there is the Abbey School. I'm filming the new and improved Shire for all the people that live in Georgia now who haven't been here in years. They have requested video.
We're not new. We're definitely not new.
No, you are all not new and improved. And let's see, over where we're pointing the camera now is where what you used to know as the Rose Stage used to be. It's no longer the Rose Stage. The Rose Stage exists. They reincarnated it in another part of the Shire, much tinier than it was. That's the path back up to the gate. Let's go over and show you what the Rose Stage area is now. That is the new Her Majesty's Cups. I'm at the bottom of Halfpenny Hill now. You can see all these buildings are stone now. They're no longer timber. They tore them all down and put up all these new stone buildings. With all the eateries that used to be there, they're just all new now. And look, there goes an Elizabethan pickup truck. And that's the look up towards the gazebo, where I was a few minutes ago. There you go. Alright, you're now looking at what used to be the Rose Stage area. It's now a Nipperkin play area. There's giant chess and checkers. There's picnic tables. There's a sunshade. There's a tiny little stage yonder where they do kids shows right over there. There's an art board that they can draw on. And they sell t-shirts for the kids and everything over here in the corner. And a little bit off in that direction where my finger's pointing, there's kid activities. There's an abacus and there's a tic-tac-toe game and some other things for them to play with. But yes, the Rose Stage is long gone. Okay, the Nuts to You shop is still there, as you can see. And there are two people rehearsing for the show, John Williams and TJ, who are the Lords of Adventure. And back behind them is the Boar's Head stage, which is still there as it ever was. You can see the bit of the stage. I'll head over that way in a little bit. The hair braiding shop is long gone. That used to be right there. That is now a dining pavilion for people to get out of the weather if they wish. And I'm panning around, so cover your eyeballs if it's bothersome to you. That's an eatery behind the Nuts to You shop. That's been there for a while. It's called the Swashbuckler's Public House. And over there is the Crossroads. You remember that, where the hat store is and the crystal shop and all. We'll get over that way later. There we go, up close at the Boar's Head. You remember the Boar's Head? Still unchanged, except the center aisle does not go all the way through like it used to. That's blocked off now. There's a control center there for all the pyrotechnics and stuff that takes place for the two pirate brawls that take place here during the day.
You know, that's all you gotta say.
There's probably all kinds of glare here. It can't be helped. I got the sun right at me. So hopefully you'll be able to see this. And I'm going to walk a little bit, so cover your eyes if it bothers you. I'm going to get down here. Down in this area, you will remember probably that there used to be a petting zoo and Wrinkles the elephant. That no longer is here. Well, I showed you they just brought back this year the petting zoo for the goats, which is up near the picnic grove. Wrinkles is up at the top of what they call Avalon Hill now. So instead of Wrinkles ride, all these eateries are in here now. There's the confectioner shop there where you buy baked goods and gelato, and a hero shop and a salad shop is next to that. I'm going to pan down again a little quickly, so mind your eyes if it bothers you. And at the lower end where the, good morning, at the lower end where the petting zoo used to be, there's shops. The Game Master's daughter that used to be at the crossroads is down in this back end area now. And off on the right hand side of where you're looking, there's a great panini shop. And I'm walking, so it's going to be shaky for a little bit. So mind your eyes. There we go. Back over there is O'Malley's Poorhouse. Right over there. The side that we are looking at, down beneath, like down, that's my finger, down, underneath that tarp that you see there. That's a like a bar down there, and around the opposite side, facing away from us, there's a stage where musical acts and magic acts appear. And there's a ladies' flush privy back here now. And across from that, I'm going a little quickly so it might be bothersome to you, is the Abbey Scriptorium that's still here. There we go. And right now we're back behind the shop. So let's go in and see if we can annoy your sister. Okay, this is the back end of the shop. I'm walking, so we'll see how I don't know how it's going to take inside. It may be dark or not. This is the back of the shop. Coming in. Let's go see if we can find somebody and annoy them. They're not in there. Look, I found them on the out front, on the front porch. There's your sister. This is for all the people in Georgia who can't come here anymore.
So Michael's gonna see her. Hi, Michael. She's the only one you know.
Did you take Josie up and show her the inside of the refrigerator yet?
Yeah, I saw it herself. Dad got us brownies. Beat that cheese boy. We're gonna get Josie the orange hat. What do you think? Josie likes the orange hat.
Which hat?
Right. Definitely orange.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
It just feels
Well, guess what people in kilts have on the Shire today?
What?
2 giant Irish wolfhounds.
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, they're huge.
Don't get too close, they're liable to inhale and swallow you.
No.
I'm taking your brothers on a tour now. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, I'm walking away from where the boar's head is. I will try and keep it steady, but if it starts to bother you, look away. I don't want anyone getting dizzy and falling down. I don't know if it picked up last time, but while you're watching this, you might want to hook your laptop up to your TV if you have an HDMI port or a USB port on your TV, and you can watch it on your TV instead of on the laptop. There in front of us is the maze. It's got the new maze booth, completely different than what Maze Boy used to stand in. And back behind it you can see the the maze. It's got a wood fence around it, but inside, instead of the wood barriers, they're all canvas barriers. I'm going to pan a little bit now. Mistress Ruth's garden is still there, selling her herbs and ways. That is still there as ever. And panning around, that's the Imaginarium where they sell fluffy fantasy creatures. That road there leads back to Bosworth Field, the joust list, which is still like it was, except the trees that were newly planted when that thing first opened up 20 years ago are now full grown, and there's a lot of shade over there now, unlike there used to be when it first opened up. And back this way, where I'm panning now, is where the Drench-a-Wench game used to be, but it is now a picnic area. Oh, and one more thing, I'm going to walk, so mind your eyes.
The purple lasts longer.
I guess that's why royalty uses it.
The road that used to run back behind on the side of the Boar's Head is gone. You can see it's cut off there, and it's all full of lovely flowers and trees and bushes and things. So yeah, that walkthrough does not exist anymore. And that building with the tower is new about 2 or 3 years ago. It's a jewelry shop owned by Amber Joe. And the tower the cast makes use of for shows and things. We'll be over that way in a little bit. There's Gary, Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? You probably haven't noticed the maze is different now. It's panels instead of wood.
I was
It
just...
doesn't flood.
Yeah, I was telling him that.
Take care, my friend.
See you later.